Behind the Flex, the official home of your Orlando Magic.
Get hip or get stung.
A soaring CN Tower is seen from the waters of Lake Ontario. Along with the rest of beautiful downtown Toronto, our setting today. 2K Sports presents the NBA. Monday Night Basketball is coming right up. Kevin Harlan here along with analysts Greg Anthony and Steve Smith. And we'll be hearing from DA along the sideline all game long. And here's what the schedule for Orlando looks like. On Wednesday, the New York Knicks coming to town, tipping off a homestand for them. And then on Friday, they'll be matching up against Eric Bledsoe and the Milwaukee Bucks. And with pregame routines coming to an end, we're just about ready for our tip-off. First, though, let's get a report from the sideline and say hello to David Aldridge.
For a long time, the Raptors playing in Canada was seen by some as a detriment to their competitive prospects. Players dealt with issues like passports, different money, going through customs, and on and on. But now the Raptors use it as a strength, not as a weakness. They have a whole nation behind them. And they have Toronto, a diverse city with global engagement. Kevin?
And the game is going global. You're right. Thank you, D.A. Hey, Smitty, when a team underperforms early in the season, fans tend to go crazy. I mean, they just can't figure out why this is happening. But what are the players saying to each other on the bench, when they're traveling, in the locker room?
You know, I think when you're having great communication, Kevin, when guys amongst each other, you're trying to get through it, you're working through it. Whether you get through it or not is fine. I think there's a sign that things are going wrong. Kevin, you hear about these player-only meetings. When you start having 2 or 3 of those, that's when the ship is starting to go south.
A look at the starting group for the Magic. At the 4 and the 5, we have Gordon and Vucevic. Fournier out there with Fultz, and it's Isaac in at the 3, the small forward. And for the Raptors, on the wings, Powell and Anunoby. Siakam and Ibaka, the duo down low. And it's Lowry in at the 1 spot. Now, here's Isaac. Here's Fournier. Here's Vucevic. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
Hustle points count just like any others. That's a great play.
And here's Lowry. He'll bring it up for the Toronto Raptors. This game coming on the heels of their win against Chicago.
Yeah, facing that hostile crowd, they've just found a way to kind of tune out the noise and focus on the game.
What was beautiful, it was a tremendous game plan coming in. You saw the execution, and you saw the results.
Offensive rebound. Now the Raptors moving it up. It's stolen by Fultz. And they're moving it up. Picked his pocket. Fast break Toronto. Anunoby passes to Siakam. Goes up again, and it's sent back by Isaac.
And that long wingspan of Isaac aids him there in turning away shots, but it's also the timing he displays when he attacks the shooter.
Now, here's Isaac. Clock at 6. Fournier against Powell. It's good.
And once you get the height advantage from there, no need to mess around.
So the Magic, their last game, a win against Atlanta.
And Raptors president of basketball operations, Masai Ujiri, not just doing an amazing job in Toronto, he's also had a huge role in the growing of the game in Africa.
Growing up in Nigeria, he fell in love with the game of basketball, and he has worked his way up. Now he's given a hand back, building pathways for others to follow in his footsteps, bringing the development and leadership to the continent.
And here are the Raptors now, after the Magic pick up 2. Pass to Lowry. And Nikola Vucevic is going to pick up a foul. That is his first foul of the game. Fred VanVleet is checked in for the Raptors. So timeout called here, the first for Toronto. The 6th pick back in 2017, 6'10" Jonathan Isaac out of Florida State. Greg, what have you seen from him?
Came in somewhat raw, potential as a rangy defender. Offensively, though, still a ways to go.
And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Now here's Powell. 5 on the clock. The Raptors need to get a shot at it. Siakam, good.
I'm not going to confuse him with Kevin Durant out there, but Siakam has become a real threat from distance.
Outside Fournier. No good that time. And Toronto will come the other way.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
And they call the foul. Sends Pascal Siakam to the free throw line. That's on Evan Fournier. Toronto shooting their first free throw of the evening. Catching up on the changes for Toronto. Boucher is checked in. And Hollis Jefferson subbed in for Norman Powell. So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group here. Bamba is checked in for Gordon. Ross comes in for Jonathan Isaac. Magicians checked in for Evan Fournier. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Markelle Fultz. Defensively, Smitty, why do we see more full-court press in college than we do in the NBA?
You know, the guards are better at the NBA level, and I think also your 5-man, who usually a guy who can't bring it up, they're pretty good at the NBA level. Just overall, Kevin, the skill level at the NBA level is better at college, so you can't really trap guys and pick on one guy who's not equipped.
Here's Siakam. After the made shot from Nikola Vucevic, Hollis Jefferson, Bamba with the block.
The main weapon in Bamba's attack, the slender, long arms he possesses, helps him block lots of shots.
Now, here's Vucevic. He has 6. Bamba's shot is off. He'll bring the ball up for Toronto. Trailing by 2. Van Vliet with the bucket. 1:05 left to play here in the first. Augustine up top, covered by Van Vliet. Augustine dishes to Ross. Back to Augustine. Here's Vucevic. And slam dunk by Vucevic.
And able to pad his stats a little bit there on that play, the board and the bucket.
And you know, Greg, that'll put him in the good graces of that coaching staff, too. My goodness. Now here's Van Vliet. He's coming off a 16-point game against Chicago. Three-pointer. Scored the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Here is Ross. No points in the game yet for him. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Pass to Vucevic. Bamba trying to break free, and it's Vucevic missing. From deep three-point range, at the end of 1, a closely contested game so far. The Raptors out in front. They lead by 1. We'll be back shortly, live from Toronto. And Serge Ibaka talked about his skill set. Now it complements Kyle Lowry and Pascal Siakam and what he brings to the team.
Bringing my defense toughness, my experience playing with those 2 guys, one of the best in the game right now, and then helping those 2 here, and with my experience, what I learned, I think I can help the team a lot. Energy and both hands on the floor.
And really, Ibaka is a seasoned veteran now, a terrific role player known for his defense.
And Ibaka knows his role and plays it well.
Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And guys, what's your take on Toronto so far?
Yeah, in that first period, they look to push in transition at every opportunity.
That's their mindset. Attack, attack, and attack some more. You're not going to beat them playing soft.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. And so, in the game for the Magic, they've got Terrence Ross. Vucevic is out there with Bamba. Then it's Michael Carter-Williams, and it's Ennis in at the 3 slot. And Carter-Williams slams it in.
I like what MCW does in transition. The long strides, he eats up ground quickly.
Well, you talk about physical gifts for the game. Mo Bamba, a 7-footer with the longest wingspan, 7'9½", and that gives him a huge sphere of influence.
I mean, you won't see this too often. Getting denied at the rim. He's likely to remember that one.
Ennis, good.
And I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
Ross against Davis. Passes it to Siakam. Now here's Van Vliet. Carter Williams covering. Count that one from Van Vliet. Right, you look at Bamba able to touch the rim while still on the ground. And he gets off the ground pretty well, too.
A good athlete, still getting stronger and developing his feel for the game. But he has something you just can't teach.
Here's Vucevic after Toronto picking up the basket just moments ago. Here's Ennis. Second chance shot, and Vucevic with the layup. Vucevic has got the game tied up here for the Magic.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
And the Raptors call time here.
Well, they say the post-up big man is dead and gone in the NBA, but don't tell that to Nikola Vucevic. An offensive focal point, and he does some of his best work on that low block.
So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group here. Gordon's checked in for Vucevic. Jonathan Isaac comes in for James Ennis. Fournier's checked in for Ross. And it's Fulton for Carter Williams. Now here is Ibaka. He had 19 points in the win against the Bulls in Chicago.
And it wasn't just the scoring. He also impacted the game on the glass. Terrific all-around effort.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Here's Fultz. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. On the wing, Gordon. Back to Fournier. Shoots over Van Vliet. Goes back up. Nice shot there by Bamba. And the Magic lead by 2.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
About 3 minutes played so far in the second quarter. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And only 6 feet tall in shoes. Fred Van Vliet's not the biggest, but his toughness grade, his toughness mentally and physically, is unquestioned.
And Kevin, growing up in Rockford, Illinois, gave him that perspective. Friends and family gone too soon. Basketball was the path to something better.
First one falls for him. Raptors with one of the best benches in the league, and Fred Van Vliet, a leader for that group.
Yeah, he gives up size every night, Kevin, but he's able to overcome that thanks to his toughness and IQ for the game.
He's perfect from the line this time. Steve, the number of timeouts and even fouls have dropped in recent years. Do you think that's brought a better flow to the game?
Yeah, I think so. I know we have so much stoppage in our game, especially when they go to the referee's review. If we could do something about that, but I love that they've dropped the number of timeouts to keep the flow of the game. That's what most fans want to see, just the flow of the game continue.
Now here's Fultz. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him.
They better clear a spot on the bench for him because that's where he's headed if he continues to take shots like that.
Yes, he is definitely going to the bench and maybe to the locker room.
DJ Augustine's checked in for Isaac. And here's Fournier. He brings it up for the Magic. Next up for them, the Knicks coming out here to play. They start a 3-game homestand with that game. And the shot goes in from Fultz.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
Now here's Van Vliet. He's tightly guarded. Lowry drives in, and the layup's good off the glass. Lowry's got it all tied up now for the Raptors.
He's a great finisher for a player his size. When Kyle Lowry gets a step to the hoop, he's going for the bucket.
And Augustine kicks to Fournier. Fultz looking around. Puts it up from 12. Rebounded by Serge Ibaka. The Raptors have gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. Launches a 3, and Kyle Lowry, good for 3. And now it's a 3-point Raptor lead.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. For 3, Fournier. Rebound by the Raptors.
They keep calling his number, which is partly how they've dug this hole.
Lowry with the ball. Now the pass to Van Vliet. Off target from the wing. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Raptors lead by 3. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Here with Kyle Lowry. Kyle, you came out strong to take advantage in the first half. Were you pleased with the effort?
Yeah, we got to keep it up. Our defensive intensity has to stay high.
That has led to some great play at the other end. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. You know, Vucevic, guys, has been exceptional.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
I think both sides probably adjusted a few things. The key for him is to bring the same level of energy over these last 2 quarters.
Lowry and Powell, the guard. Anunoby and Siakam in at the forward slots. And it's Ibaka in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's Nick Nurse's 5 as we get into the second half. There's Gordon with the 3. They get it back. Vucevic, and Vucevic throws it down.
There's no bigger play in a close game than a putback slam.
Oh, and that one's got them all hyped up. Wow.
They're bringing the energy, the hustle, the fight, and they also didn't give up on that possession.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Listen, put the ball in the hands of your best scorers and let them go to work. Keep it simple.
Now here's Fultz. Here's Gordon. Sinks that one from the post. Gordon's got his first bucket of the night.
You just love how reliable he is. Night in and night out, his offense is there.
Now in his 6th season in the NBA, hard to believe Aaron Gordon is still just 24 years of age.
Not much older than some rookies coming in. You wonder what his ceiling will be.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, one of the reasons Toronto was able to win the NBA championship was the astronomical improvement from Pascal Siakam, who was recognized as the league's most improved player. It was the dream of Pascal's late father that he'd reach this level, and his determination to make that reality has brought him a long way from home. Kevin?
It has indeed, D.A. Great story, and thank you. Shots good by Ibaka.
They couldn't have asked for a better start to this half offensively. 4 straight and counting.
Time called here. The Magic decide to talk it over. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
Some changes for Toronto. Boucher is checked in, and it's Rondé Hollis-Jefferson in for OG Anunoby. Orlando also making some changes. Ross is checked in for Gordon. Magician comes in for Evan Fournier. And it's Carter Williams in for Fultz. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. You know, Smitty, every team at some point faces some locker room turmoil. How tough is it to balance team chemistry?
You know, it's very tough. Sometimes you have those 1 or 2 player additions that it just changes the dynamic of your team. Sometimes you lose a leader. He might not be the best player. Then a lot of times guys are playing for contracts, and some guys get a little bit upset because they figure they're playing for their individual success versus team. But when you have that right chemistry, it is beautiful.
Good on the second free throw.
And the Raptors took some heat for parting ways with reigning Coach of the Year Dwayne Casey. But his successor, Nick Nurse, guided this franchise to an NBA title.
Tremendous self-belief and determination. The only NBA head coach who was also a head coach in college, the G League, and overseas. He's been preparing for this for a long time.
Now here's Carter Williams following the miss by Kyle Lowry. Here's Vucevic. Arm's length from the hoop. He knocks it down. Vucevic has got 14 points.
Michael Carter Williams is showing you what he can do with the pass. An excellent facilitator.
Siakam, the bounce pass. Outside Lowry. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
And doing a really good job here of pounding it inside in the second half. Sound strategy with the lead.
You know, the 5-time All-Star Kyle Lowry has made a career of proving his doubters wrong. You ask me, I think he's still underrated.
The Magic making a switch here. Wamba's checked in. And you ask Lowry, he's always felt underestimated. Smitty, what do people overlook about him?
You know, I think, Kevin, is his defense, first and foremost. He's a top 10 point guard at both ends of the floor. That's what makes him very special.
Now here's Carter Williams. Here's Ross. They grab their own miss. Magician passes to Bamba. Ross kicks to Carter Williams. Shot clock at 6. Another shot. Here's Vucevic. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. And Toronto called for the foul. The Magic have shot 2 free throws, and they're 1 of 2 so far.
Shooting 2.
No good on the free throw. And the Raptors making a change here. Van Vliet's checked in. And a switcher also for Orlando. Ennis is checked in. And he's good on the second. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. And here is Van Vliet. He's got 9. Siakam outside. Lowry against Carter Williams. 6 on the shot clock. It's good. Lowry's got the lead up to 7 now for the Raptors.
That pick and roll is where Kyle Lowry shines. The defense left with only bad choices.
Carter Williams against Lowry. Pass to Vucevic. Here's Carter Williams. Banked in off the glass. Carter Williams has got 5 points so far.
The size MCW gives you at a point guard position enables him to finish in the painted area with hands in his face.
Carter Williams against Lowry. Shoot 2 free throws.
And over the last few seasons, Kyle Lowry's scoring trending downward. His assists increasing, though, dramatically, relying more on his teammates to get the job done.
And the first one at the line is good.
In a discussion of great two-way players in this league, sometimes Lowry gets overlooked, and that's a mistake.
Serge Ibaka, he's checked in for the Raptors. Orlando also making some changes. Aaron Gordon, he's checking in for Vucevic. Murray comes in for Magician. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Carter Williams. And that one goes in, 2 from the line that time.
We've seen him put a lot of pressure on the defense and then cash in at the line.
Augustine against Lowry. Augustine passes to Gordon. Orlando gets it back. Bamba lays it up and banks it in. Bamba's got his second bucket of the night.
Yeah, and this is something Bamba does so well. Unbelievable recognition and timing to come up with offensive rebounds.
From deep. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And we've reached the end of the third. It's the Raptors leading by 5. We're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of the fourth quarter next. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
This is why you preach teamwork. Some of the most spectacular plays are the ones where guys are feeding off one another.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. The Magic trail by 5. Fourth quarter on the floor for the Magic. Gordon and Bamba, the combo inside. Augustine and Fournier are the backcourt tandem. And it's Murray in at the 3. Now here is Augustine. To the paint, here's Gordon. Unable to get that one. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Powell, no one around him. Drops in the tray. And the Raptors lead by 8.
And what a half for this offense. If they can stay this hot, a great chance to extend this lead.
Now here is Augustine. Covered by Van Vliet. Toronto's gone 6 of 11 when they've taken the three-point shot tonight. Very respectable. Davis. And the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
High percentage look. This is what your offense is designed to do.
Orlando making some changes. Isaac comes in for Murray. And it's Fulton for Augustine. That one misses for Davis.
And one of the more transcendent athletes in the game. Aaron Gordon still has some untapped potential. He could make a big leap. And the D getting outworked there on the putback. Can't let that happen.
For some reason, blocking out has become a lost art, and that's the result you'll get.
That's his first foul. Siakam. Pass to Anunoby. Now here's Van Vliet. Not a lot of room. 6 to shoot. Here's Ibaka. Rebound by the Magic. Bamba's got 4 rebounds now tonight. And Greg, we've seen Gordon playing in a slower paced system. He was asked to play at the small forward.
Not ideal, Kevin. He's better off as a small ball power forward, getting out in the
Shooting 2.
Free throw good, Gordon. And Gordon drops them both.
Yeah, I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second, despite being down.
Now Powell. Siakam outside. Now here's Van Vliet. Dishes it to Ibaka. A three-pointer, no good.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Fultz with the ball. Passes to Gordon. It's deflected.
And what you like about Siakam as a rim protector, the strong fun.
The shot that time, not on target. At the other way. Serge Ibaka with the rebound.
He drives inside.
He hits the first one, and that brings them within 5.
And the length and speed of Fultz makes him deadly. Excellent at shooting the ball and a super aggressive defender.
Kyle Lowry, he's checked in for Fred Van Vliet. And the Magic making a change here as well. Vucevic checked in for Mohamed Bamba. And so he hits both.
The lead's not looking as comfortable after those free throws. Nice job.
There's a minute 46. Good by Toronto. The Magic trail by 4. Here's Fultz. Count it, and the foul. Serge Ibaka picks one up there.
He is ambivalent to the pressure. I mean, when his team needs a bucket, Fultz is
just not afraid to step in and knock it down.
On the free throw, no good. And here's Lowry. He'll bring it up for the Raptors. The lead is 2. Pass to Siakam. To the wing on the left. They could use a bucket. It's hauled in by the Magic. And here's Fultz. To Vucevic. Outside Fournier. To take the lead. Fultz, no good. Toronto's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the 4th. Here's Powell trying to get open as a bucket. The shot, no good. Nice D from Fournier. Here's Isaac. No good off the back of the rim.
Missed opportunity. It's a makeable shot for him. He just can't get it to go.
And Siakam throws it down.
That is world class.
Incredible shot with everything on the line coming through for his team.
Now a timeout called by Orlando. They trail by 4. There's 31 seconds left in the 4th quarter. And now let's present our Jordan Player of the Game, Pascal Siakam.
And the D tried to get physical with him down low tonight, and it really backfired. Instead, he's just tore them up. He was aggressive, inviting the contact, and really just taking it straight to him.
Magicians checked in for Orlando. Now here's Fultz. Here's Vucevic. Count it! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
Fultz is not just looking to score the ball. He also is equally engaged in terms of facilitating for his teammates. That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
There's 18 seconds left to play here in the 4th. Well, we can probably expect to see him slow it down now.
Yeah, I think you want to milk your possession.
And it's out of bounds. The Raptors able to retain possession here. And so they foul intentionally.
Yeah, no way that should have taken so long. They don't have that much time to waste. They need to foul immediately.
First free throw is good, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And he cannot convert on the second. That misses. Now a timeout called by Orlando. They're trailing by 3. 8 seconds left in the game. What's your take, guys?
And it's do or die time. They need a bucket here to stay alive.
Also, interesting choice to be made right here. You need either a 3 or a quick 2 and a foul.
and it's all about the three right here.
And they're looking to tie it up, live to play another period. We'll see what they run right here.
And they foul intentionally. That's what they have to do at this point. He drops the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. Second one is good. Getting both at the line, and it's a 5-point game.
And that's the knockout blow right there, guys. Those free throws should put this one away.
And so it's the Raptors winning this one. They didn't make it easy on themselves or their fans, but in the end, everyone's satisfied.
I mean, there were some times that momentum shifted, and especially early on, but let's give this group a lot of credit for that stick-to-itiveness in terms of finishing out that game plan.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.
Season, Hornet.
The games?
Well, yeah, of course. I'm itching for some NBA action, but that's not what I'm talking about. What I like is how everyone thinks they know how things are going to play out, and every year there are surprises, and every single year, that's what happens. Look at Sacramento last year. Everyone counted them out, and they won, what, 40 games, something like that?
39.
Right, which wasn't, like, incredible, but people were saying they were going to be one of the worst teams in the league. So for me, those kinds of surprises are something I really look forward to. And speaking of which, we're going to hit you with some preseason power rankings. But first, a couple of songs for you. We'll be right back with more Hank and the Hornet only on 98.9 The Flag.